welcome back to Thames FC. It's me, GFM. Firstly, thank you for the nice comments left on yesterday's video. It's been a family bereavement. I appreciate people being kind. So if you were kind on Twitter or on the video, thank you for being kind. Intros will return. I'm just not in the place to do funny stuff right now. We'll try and have fun with this, but you know what I mean. Right, we'll play. So, since we last met, Totton was the team we played. It was the FA Cup first round qualification. We're playing the second round today against Harrow, and yeah, that was a good win. I did say they were from the east of England, which is stupid really. It's a Southern League Division 1 East. They're from the sort of south coast area. I know that because I live in the east of England, and none of these places are near me, so logic's now prevailing. At last. It was a 3-0 win against Horsham, and we were back to winning ways. Dominic Taylor, Joe Bye, and Callum Doherty. Joe Bye with another penalty. He's loving it, is Joe Bye. Absolutely bloody loving it. And then a 3-2 defeat to Carl Charlton. Joe Bye scored 2 penalties. Of course he did. Joe Bye currently, by the way. This is great. Joe Bye, the one-star player, my hero. 7 goals in 9 games, all of which penalties, apart from 1 maybe. So 6 penalties. Love it. You can see there actually 6 penalties. Daft. Welcome to non-league football, and that is our first defeat of the season. It leaves us 3rd place in the league. We do have a league game coming up for you after this FA Cup game, a derby, as we're playing all the Thames Mead matches it seems, but Harrow to face first, and they are in the division above us. They're in the Premier League. That's the division we're trying to get into at some point. You'll recognise, of course, Greenwich and Lewis. They're the teams we played last year. That's where we want to be, and Harlow right now, 23rd. I fancy our chances. Only on 1 league game? Let's get it. So system-wise, a bit peculiar really. I've dropped Sam Barker in favour of Leon Smith. Leon Smith, not familiar in this position, doesn't even play in this position, but so far this season seems to have more of an impact than Barker does. Barker does very little, it feels like, for me. So we've changed it around, and so far so good. So if we need to change it, of course we can bring Sam Barker on, but this is the team then that will face off. Emery's going to be in goal. Campbell, Comfrey, Johnson and McAteer. We've got O'Sullivan and Doherty in the centre. Joe Bye, penalty extraordinaire on the left-hand side. Smith right on the right, and Taylor up top. Let's get it, shall we? So far it's been going pretty well. Let's see if we can continue that pretty well today. Inconsistent. I'm not having that. I'm just not having that. Just a barefaced lie, isn't it really? Barefaced lie. Okay, they've got a lot of real human faces, which suggests they're probably not too bad. Harvey Nibbs up front, pacey, good composure, good off the ball. He's going to be a problem. And then Curtis Cumberbatch on the left. That's a great name. Great name. But he looks alright as well. We're going to have to be our best here. Division above, they're not playing well. We are playing well. And we are away from home. I wonder how many we'll take to Harrow. I do wonder. Can Thames do it? Cumberbatch with a throw-in into the area. And we've got to just marshal this well. It's knocked down. It's put it on goal. Banjo with it. And they're 1-0 up. 5 minutes in. And he's playing the tune that he's 1-0 to Harrow. Not ideal, viewers. Playing defensively. We're hoping it'll work out. There's 3. I saw 3 at the bottom there. That's 3 of our fans have travelled. Ball's put in. You can see it's quite calmly put down, actually. And that's a great finish. You've got to say, great finish. Annoyingly good, that one there. And the further we can go in this, it's a bit of a money maker, is the old FA Cup. The longer we can stay in it, the better. See there, Wright has picked up a bit of an injury, which means, I say injury, maybe a knock, condition-wise, not at his sharpest. Well, then again, Banjo in the centre, he's struggling as well, and he's their best player. If he goes off, it becomes an even game almost. As we get towards half-time, David Banjo is all over this currently, and we're going to have to do something to stop him. A change in system, perhaps, and I've got an idea. As we get to half-time, I think we should go for this a little bit more. So, assistant's done most of the team talk there pretty successfully. We're going to go into the tactics board, though. So, I'm going to move right back. He's not having the greatest of games. Lee is going to come on as that defensive winger. We're going to bring on Barker to play as well, but move O'Sullivan slightly further forward. I think he could do a good enough job there. And then put Barker in behind Taylor, and we'll just see if that makes any impact. We're going for a bit more of a traditional 4-4-1-1 system, and we need a goal. We need a goal. Not had a shot on target yet. We're playing defensively. I think we're gonna flip reverse it on your baby, and we're gonna go attacking immediately. Come on, we need to create some chances. We need stuff to happen, please. I don't see managers asking please very often on the touchline. As the ball's launched forward, we do get it under our control. Doherty and O'Sullivan in the centre. Oh, Lee. Oh, Lee. You've been on the pitch for 20 minutes. Lee, do you know what? Lee just wants to be by, doesn't he? And now he's gone. Goodbye. Well, that's not good news. Right, well, O'Sullivan's going to drop back again, and we're just going to sort of play this, are we? Actually, we can sort of go to a diamond. Joe Bye could play in the centre, and that's all we can do, really. I mean, it's not ideal, is it? 1-0 down in the FA Cup. Lee comes on, gets booked, gets sent off immediately. Immediately. Doherty into Joe Bye. Can he, there's still a penalty in this game for him if he wants it. As we work the ball relatively neatly, although I'm a bit concerned. Ball's launched forward. Oh, they're falling asleep. Taylor. Oh, he smashed the post. Opportunity arose and we didn't take it. 15 minutes to go. McAteer on this bottom left-hand side. Ball played up towards Taylor, who's got a chance to redeem himself. Running at the back line. Taylor. Oh, calm yourself down, pal. Not had a shot on target yet. Not a single sausage. They are struggling out there. We might be able to find a goal very late doors. Can we force something from them? They're in this left-back position. Cumberbatch now on it. Ball played through the middle and Nibs is onto it. And this is problematic. Emery with a great save. He's a hero, is Emery. Love him. Does a wonderful job. As there's 5 minutes to go. And, well, I would make changes, but they'd all be defensive. And there's not much we can really do. In fact, actually, now I say this, let's not admit defeat quite yet. Shaquille Edwards is coming on for Doherty. There we go. Not over yet, viewers. Time ticking away, though, and it looks as if defeat in the FA Cup is going to be handed out to us. I don't want to blame Lee here, viewers, but I'm blaming him entirely. Don't want to. I mean, that's not a lie. I don't want to blame him, but it's difficult not to, as we've got 20 seconds to go. We go all the way back up to Emery, and now, I mean, this is the final chance. And there it was. I mean, maybe not. Edwards on it, forward. If we could string a pass together, boys, that'd be better. 1 second to go. And there we are then. We're out of the FA Cup. It was a good run while it lasted. Second defeat, by the way. 2 on the bounce now. I'll certainly say, can't find any performances, just one of those days. They're in the division above. I'm not going to try and ruin the confidence, especially going into a derby against Thames. I would love to say, here comes the third round draw, but we're out, so I can't. Derby day, though. Love a derby day. Come on, Thames. Stephen Wright has got a 2-week injury, gashed upper leg. That's not good news. And Lee's banned as well. The right side is in disrepute here. I've issued a warning. Lee's accepted his warning. I mean, he couldn't really deny it, could he? Actually, just in between games, I'm going to show you the problem with the squad right now and attracting better players. So right now, you can see ability-wise, this is what we're working with. We've got a few players up there, 3.5-star players, a couple of 4 stars, and then we've got Bradley Comfrey, our centre-back, who is a cut above, although getting worse. Brilliant. So, for example, if I bring you over to the strikers, you can search it in different ways. I tend to go by the best finishes. I feel like in this division, if you get some decent finishes, that is kind of what you're working with. So what I tend to do is pick finishing, pick composure, off the ball, pace and acceleration, and then put it down to around 10, and you kind of see what you're left with. Now, these are the boys that I'm given and potentially could sign, but that is the issue, right? This is like the best kind of all-round striker I can attract, and the problem is he's got so many sort of ones around the place. I just don't think he's particularly good. I guess, viewers, the question is, would you gamble on these sorts of players? In the comment section, I read comments every day. I don't always reply, but I do read them all. Would you gamble on a player like Carl Baker, a player like Greg Peel? Would you go after them, even though some of these attributes not the best? Like passing too, his link-up play is not going to be too good, and then the history of him, 4 goals in 42. He's a striker. That is embarrassing. He started 42 games. Stop playing him as a striker. He's not a striker. And that is the same situation with every position. So it's all well and good me wanting to strengthen. The facts are we can't really get players from other teams, so we're looking for the non-attached players, and that is the conundrum we have. Is that, and sometimes even players like that, you offer them a contract and they want £90 a week, and we can't offer them that. So thoughts, really? 34 away fans in that last game. 34. Right, bit of a conundrum, viewers. We don't have a right winger to play, but there is a solution. You may remember last season, occasionally we played Dominic Taylor out on that wide area. I mean, Smith can go up top, and then Sam Barker can come in as that attacking midfielder. It's not an ideal situation, don't get me wrong, but we don't have any other strikers. We don't have any other right wingers. Do we actually? Not in the reserves. Not in the 23s. Oh, that's just Lee again. We've got Ed Grogan. He's in our under 18. He's 16 years of age. Get him in the give him a go. Right, let's get him on the bench. Grogan on. Ed Grogan. Is he called Edward? Is he actually called? No, just Ed. Just Ed. I can't imagine you just naming your child Ed. I mean, it's easy to write. Signature's going to be easy. Hang on, is this guy in a suit? Ryan Segal is in a suit. It's just been taken from his Instagram. What's going on here? Anyone else in a suit? No. I mean, he did a whole set of modelling pictures, didn't he? Michael Duggan did a whole set of modelling pictures. Yeah, I'll do one where I bend to the left, okay? There we go, look. I was like, take it, snap it. He loves it. He absolutely pigging loves it. Right, let's beat these fancy dams over at Thames. We're away from home, which means we can see the match stats so they don't cover the pitch. How are we going to do? Will Joe Bye get a penalty? Almost certainly. Now, Smith's up front. That is a little change. Doherty, O'Sullivan, of course. Barker's there, though, as the first chance of the game. Into the feet of Smith. If you can find Barker, can find By. If he gets the ball back across, he can. Taylor's there, back post. Oh, big chance. I feel like my hand was just sort of clenched there then. I don't usually have it there. This hand does indicate how sort of eager I am to win. At this point, very eager. If you can't see it, I'm just sort of... It's almost a weird calm as Barker, free kick, whips it in. Doherty's there. Oh, chances, boys, chances. Come on, we need some sort of Thamesmead diss. Who's that team that's in their lead? Is it Thamesmead? No, it's not. They are rubbish. God, shouldn't have rhymed rubbish. Who's that in the lead? I'll tell you who it's not. It's Thamesmead. These are dreadful. Smith, he's in. It's a big ball over the top. Oh, Duggan with a save. Corner kick. O'Sullivan puts it in. It's not a good delivery. Barker and O'Sullivan hopefully going to combine again. That goes up to Doherty. Can't imagine this coming to anything. As Barker puts another ball in and it's cleared. Songs, we need songs. McAteer, though, we'll get to songs in a minute. Plays it to By. Great delivery into the back post. Cleared. Smith's on it, though. And the chance isn't quite over. Smith on his right-hand side. Him and Taylor swap positions momentarily. Goes into Doherty. If he can find a ball maybe into the central area. We've got a man on marks in there. And that is just hopeless, to be honest. O'Sullivan. Ball over the top. Smith. He's pounced. Smith with a goal. There we go. 1-0 Thames. Thamesmead are behind. And Thames take the lead. Who's that team taking the lead? It's Thames. Who's that team not in the lead? It's Thamesmead. These are Ben. No. Oh, I mean, rewind. Did we all just see the ball that O'Sullivan played here? Look at this. Bang. Oh, he's like a proper football. It's like Paul Scholes. Smith with a finish. I mean, they're asleep. It's 1-0. I tell you what, Georgie O'Sullivan is going down as a hero. He might be the first club legend we develop here. George O'Sullivan. What a man. What a pass. Oh, no. Seal's gone off. I bet he stained his suit. God damn it. That will happen. The grass can be a vicious enemy. Grass can be a vicious enemy. That won't be going on a T-shirt. Okay, we'll get out there. I've told the boys, look, we're playing all right. Things are going well. You're capable of better. They like that. The man with the suit's gone off, so they're back in the game, if anything. Leon Smith is giving us the lead after a great ball from George O'Sullivan. Second game of the episode. Can we see this out now? Half an hour to go. We've been good this season. Just continue it, boys. Come on. The bench isn't at its strongest, so... We're going to have to try and wrap this up as Thamesmead with a corner kick. It's headed clear, though. And again, defensively, we're pretty solid ordinarily. Rice Martin, though, with a chance. No, maybe... Oh, I've said we're pretty good defensively and they've scored. That was my fault. Who's that team that's stopped our lead? Thamesmead. Who's that team that stopped our lead? It's the Thamesmead scum. I just used the word scum. I don't know them personally. That's maybe offensive. Great finish from them, though. 1-1. Form goes out the window in a derby, which is good because we've lost our last two games. 15 minutes to go. I think it's time to bring on the main man, Grogan. Right, we're going to take Taylor off. Oh, Grogan can play out on the right. Oh, well, who knew? All right, he likes to play as a defensive forward. We'll put him on up here. There's stuff going on behind. I don't know if we're about to score. We've scored. Smith scored. Bloody hell, I've ruined that completely. Let's reenact it. No one has to know. Right, O'Sullivan again. I tell you what, great ball through. We're in it. There's a chance on goal. Smith with a finish. Oh, that's... Yeah, I didn't edit the other bit out, so that's ruined. That's killed it. It's 2-1. We're back in the game and changes have been made. I mean, we build from the back here. What sort of ball does he play forward this time? O'Sullivan. It doesn't matter if he's... That's his left foot. The volley earlier on with his right foot. Smith racing through, gets just ahead of the defender, and then a great finish. The goalkeeper's arms. He's like that. He's like, I'm not taking part. We're making the changes anyway. Grogan on. Can he be the difference late doors? The defensive forward, Hassel. Oh, it's a free kick to Thamesmead, though. Ball played in, headed clear, just about. But they're forward again, right on this left-hand side. That is confusing the ball into Paul, though. And we remain at 2-1. Not really any other changes we can make. Not that I'm comfortable with, anyway. Campbell into Grogan. What can he do? Oh, it's great link-up play. Barker from 25 yards out. He's done very little. Smith, the hat-trick. Safe for the goalkeeper. Time is ticking away. It's a 1-0 lead. It's a slender lead in the derby. Can we see this out? 10 seconds to go. And it all comes down to this. Will they get the goal? The ball's in the middle. Johnson clears. Barker get rid, and there we have it. Thames away from home get the win in the derby. Leon Smith at the double. That's what we like to see. We had injuries, we had problems, we had suspensions, but we come through on top. A very nice victory, boys. Well done, and we'll take that all day long. I'm not sure where that puts us in the league. We were third. Where are we now? I love that. Our manager was there. Folland Boss, which sounds like a made-up place. Folland Boss, Will Newman, was there. He wanted to see John Coffey in action, but would have been left disappointed as the player played no part in the match. But at least he saw a good game of football. Right then, we remain in third position. We've got a game in hand on Leaders Faversham. Win that game and we could go top. You'll notice as well, Red Hill, 9 games played, they're up there as well. So it's all to play for. George O'Sullivan, 5 assists so far this season from this deeper ball-winning position, but he's loving life. If you enjoyed the video then today, folks, do leave a like. If you want to see more, subscribe to the channel. And hopefully tomorrow, the intros will be back that my friends said they could return. So we'll have to wait and see. But we love with care. If you're not to Benji again, thank you for the support on yesterday's video. We love with care. Goodbye. And before we go, a special thank you to Otto, Samuel, Faris and Benji for getting involved and becoming Patreons. Thank you for your support over there. And look at the lists now. They're growing. Thank you for the support, folks.